The following video is based on true events. Viewer discretion is advised. The RCMP's investigation into the disappearance of James Carlson began on May 19, 2008, with the discovery of his work truck abandoned in a farmer's field near Allen, Saskatchewan.
This discovery was unusual in the fact that James was a heavy-duty mechanic by trade and used his truck essentially as his mobile office. James had all his work tools, which was essential for him to perform his duties, and they were located in that truck when it was found.
When we were phoned by the police, I didn't believe it. I thought maybe he'd gone visiting, but it was during the week when he had to go out and do some repair work on machinery.
Like, we couldn't really believe that. I couldn't believe that he was gone. Like, we kept phoning there during the morning and stuff, and there was no answer.
Family and friends both say that James would never abandon his truck or his tools, as those were essentially his livelihood and how he made his living.
And he was always out looking after his customers real early, and May, of course, is the busy time of the year for the farmers.
James always worked hard.
On May 14, 2008, James Carlson was working at a Watrous area farm. During that day, he had interaction with several different individuals. Between 7 and 8 p.m. that evening, James attended to the local video store in Watrous. James left the video store, and this is the last confirmed sighting that we have.
I was quite confused, really. Like, we were getting worried. Then at that time, we were getting worried.
At the time of James's disappearance, he was living alone in a house that he rented on 4th Avenue East in Watrous. On May 20th, 2008, the RCMP's Forensic Identification Section examined his residence for signs of anything that might help us discover why James disappeared. Several pieces of evidence were collected, and based on that information that we obtained from his residence, investigators believe that his disappearance was as a result of suspicious circumstances and that he in fact had been murdered. Due to that fact, the RCMP's Major Crimes Section took over the investigation. At the time of James's disappearance, he also owned a white 1985 Chevy Monte Carlo, and it was found to be missing as well. On May 5, 2010, James's white 1985 Chevy Monte Carlo was located in a secluded rural area near Rostron, Saskatchewan. The vehicle was hidden in a group of trees, and upon examination was found to have had automotive fluid spread all over the interior. The spreading of this automotive fluid made it impossible for the collection of any forensic evidence such as DNA or fingerprints.
I kept all his tools for 5 years, and just last month we put them on an auction sale. We figured maybe it's about time.
Over the years, numerous tips have been received from the public in relation to the possible location of James Carlson.
These locations have included areas around the Watrous, Imperial, and Holdfast communities, and includes things such as farmland, bush areas, rock piles, and wells. Since it's the time of year that farmers will be out in their fields seeding, we are asking for their assistance in checking any rock piles, bush areas, bodies of water, or wells where anything suspicious may be present.
The RCMP is looking for any signs of any disturbances, anything that has been moved or has been changed over the last few years.
Investigations such as this always takes its tolls on the family. They never have closure. They are always asking questions, what may have happened to a loved one.
And I have a feeling that the families all feel the same. You can't ignore that your child is gone, and you just can't ignore it. You can't forget. Some days you can go on for a few days and you don't think, but then you see a picture or you see something and see a friend of his, and you think, well, it's happened. Yeah, we miss him.
If you have information about James Carlson's disappearance, please contact the Saskatoon RCMP Historical Case Unit at 306-975-5153 or call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477.